Hi there, my name is Shaunna Bernardin and I'd like to welcome you guys back to the next episode of GGTV. Today I'm going to show you some more doodle stuff. It's springtime where I live, so we're going to start doing some shorter haircuts. I'm really excited to bring this guy to you. Can't wait to give you some great tips.
Our boy Winston. One thing I thought was fairly important to mention to you guys is that these guys are super smart breed. If you just take a few minutes to train them, they are brilliant. We have our hydraulic tables now, and one thing that I've taught him is if you put the table down nice and low, I can do some. Boy, Winston. You see how great that is?
Well, because Winston's getting a shorter haircut today, I don't like to use a 7-blade very often, but a number 2 is a great length on them. It's short, easy to maintain, he can go to the lake, it's spring. So I'm just gonna rough it off before he goes into the bath. He's a bit dirty, so it's gonna take a little bit of time. And I'm not particularly worried about it being perfect by any stretch. I'm just getting the excess hair off before he goes into the bath. So if you just pull the skin a little bit tight, that's a really good thing for safety. You won't catch the skin. So I'm just gonna buzz all this off. Does a great job. It's a really nice length and an excellent alternative for you guys that want the shorter haircuts, but you don't want to have a 7-blade. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to shave all this off and we'll give him a bath and we'll come back for the rest of the haircut. See this huge amount of hair I got off of him in just a few minutes. I'm just going to finish shaving up this leg. You can see it's by no means perfect. That is not the only haircut we're giving him. I'm just taking off the excess hair before he goes into the bathtub to make it easier on him. And then another thing I see you guys struggling with all the time is the nails. So you see how he automatically just sat? He's such a good boy. I'm going to stand in front of him. Where the nail starts to curve is a really good place for you guys to go. And you want to go on a little tiny bit of an angle. Good boy. Okay, good boy. And I normally do the nails before they go in the bathtub too. So here we are back with this big guy, and you can see his roughing job was hardly perfect, but we took a ton of hair off. He's had a bath, and we gave him 2 baths, actually 2 good scrubs because they're always dirty. He's had his nails done and his groin, and now we're just ready to shave his body off again. So we're gonna do a number 2. So we're just gonna use it on our Wahl Bravera, and I'm gonna hold the skin up just a little bit. And I'm just gonna shave this whole guy off. Now this is a really great haircut for you guys if you wanna do a shorter haircut. I realize that there's lots of people that want a longer haircut, but this is a really great alternative for the doodle people that want something a bit shorter. So we're almost finished clippering his body off again. You're gonna back brush the hair up, and I'm just gonna take that number 2 down, and I'm pushing quite hard. But you can see how much hair that takes off, but also that it leaves a nice length. So this is a really great alternative for those doodle owners that wanna have a shorter haircut if they're going swimming all the time. And honestly, as a commercial dog groomer, I feel like this is a much prettier choice than a number 7-blade. Give your customers some choices.
So we got him pretty much all finished on his body. This is a great trick I want to share with you. It's called scissor over comb. You're going to use the wide end of your comb and your thin shears. This takes a little bit of practice, but you see he's got a little bit of tracking here and there. Just run the wide end of the comb. I'll try to do it real slow for you. And you just keep cutting over top of the comb. It will get rid of all that tracking for you. It just takes a couple minutes, and once you get some practice on it, it's the greatest trick. This tail is a little bit ridiculously big for this length of his body right now, and his owner wants me to take it shorter. You can do it really hard with a glue attachment and be very short. I'm going to just do it lightly, and I'm kind of skimming it in, because it takes off a ton of hair with very little effort, and then I just have to go back and tidy it up. So you see I'm just kind of running it down and taking off some length on it. And there's all kinds of different doodles out there, you know, different coat types. The owners all want something different. So I feel like this is just giving you guys a lot of different tricks that you can use. I'm just gonna use a bit of finishing spray after I've taken the bulk off. This is a great trick for you guys as well. And then just comb it straight down to the hock and put your fingers on the angle, okay? So you're gonna take it straight down to the hock, right here. Take your thinning shears and just cut it on that angle. You wanna use your thinning shears because it looks a lot more natural than using the straight scissors, okay? So we've done that. We just pull it off. And I just have to dust the ends on that now to even it out. It's a great trick. We're gonna do Winston's face now. His owner likes it a little bit on the shorter side, and she definitely likes his ears to be quite close, and she likes them in the shape of his ear. So those are personal preferences again. So I'm gonna use the blue attachment under my Wahl with a 40 blade. I'm just gonna tip the head forward, and I'm gonna take that off with the blue attachment, and I'm also gonna take the ears off as well. This is gonna set your length for you. And this is a really great length, especially for those owners that are wanting a bit shorter face on them. So I'm gonna finish bulking that out and then we'll scissor them up together. I have the length set. One thing, if I could make a suggestion, is if you're shaving down the bridge of the nose, stop doing that. It's really very unattractive. Just give this a try. You just take your thinning shears in on the corners of the eyes and you just clear the corners of the eyes. It's a much more natural look. I really like it a lot better. I feel like the doodle people like it when you keep the integrity of their breed. So his owner likes his ears fairly short. He struggles with ear infections, this guy. He's always gone on again, off again, ear infections. So these shorter ears are perfect choice. If your dog is struggling with ear infections, this is definitely something you want to consider for your dog. It helps keep the airway open. You're gonna over-direct your bang line. And I like to use the chunkers on this. I find it a lot more natural. And I like to do it with a little tiny bit of a V to it, but that's personal preference. And you're just gonna cut your bang line in. And I use these on the beard as well. I'm gonna go back and use my thinning shears after, but if I just, we've already got a line and a length created here, so now I'm just gonna finish that off. I really like these chunkers on this sort of hair. I find it a lot more forgiving. So if you're struggling with the doodle hair, definitely give these chunkers a try. So now we've got pretty much the shape on. Now we got to put a little bit of love on them. So I use my thinning shears when I do that. And I find that the thinning shears really put a nice finish on the face. So everything that you've already bulked out and put on there, if you just spend a couple of extra minutes with your thinning shears, it's going to make all the difference in the world. Remember, especially in commercial grooming, the people really want to have a nice pretty face, so spend the time there. That's your money shot. So you can see how those thinners are really making a nice little difference. I just want to take a second and thank you guys so much. I cannot tell you how much fun we have had. This is our third doodle video that we've done. Such a popular breed right now. Thank you guys so much for all your likes, shares, and subscribes. So there's our boy, Winston, all groomed up in his little tootie bear. Just to recap, we did his whole body with the blue attachment, the dark blue attachment, number 2 with our Wahl. And we did his head with the light blue attachment, and then we scissored it in. He's got a nice short ear. I really hope you guys had a blast today. Thank you so much for all your likes and shares. I just got a word from my son, and right now we're trending #1 in the world. Thank you guys.